prosthetic bag, but I think I showed that stuff already with the bald caps and stuff. Did I show y'all that before a lot? Excuse me. I just had a salad from Salad Works. I'm gonna put on this lip gloss that Janessa sent me from Made by Mitchell. This one is called Aspen. So I'm going to show you all the most recent prosthetics that I purchased, and Sigma had a sale. So I got some stuff from Sigma, and I'm going to show that stuff. And that'll be tonight's live. I don't have any video scheduled. I did have the dermatology procedure done, so that's why my forehead is looking funny. They burned off the bumps up here, and so I just been putting Vaseline on it, but that's what the red marks are. And they actually poked me to squeeze out this milia here and this one over here, and for whatever reason my nose is still red. I'm just taking some of this Vaseline up here and putting it on my nose. So yeah, so no makeup. She said a few days, but I don't want to put makeup on when my forehead is open. These marks up here, and so yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to show the Sigma stuff first, and then we'll show the prosthetics. And so this will be pretty quick tonight because this will be it. And Sigma came in this big box. This big box. I did get brushes. I did wash the brushes already. Hey Janet. Janet, did I show y'all before like the bald cap and those prosthetics that I had purchased? Because I meant to bring that bag over here and I didn't. And if I didn't show it before, hey Alexandria, if I didn't show it before, I'll go get it. If I did show it before, then I won't go get it. And so lock, I believe, is multitasking. But I do have some stuff from the Sigma sale. And I did go to Spirit Halloween, and I did get some more prosthetics. I was looking for the lips for Janessa. And I did find them. But I've since seen the same ones on Amazon. So I sent her ones from Amazon. I'm having it shipped directly to her. So that was just kind of funny. Because I had went to 2 different stores. But this is... You think I did show it? Okay, so I'm not going to go get that bag. Because it was the bald caps. And what was it? I think a set of horns and something. So this is the Sigma box. And so I'm going to show you all that stuff first. They had a sale. And so I did open it, and I did get brushes. I did wash the brushes. One of the things that I got, and they had a free gift with purchase as well. So one of the things I got, because y'all know I have the black brush mat, the brush cleaning mat. It's starting to look really janky on the back. It is. It's still it's still stuck on the side of my sink in the kitchen. And then I put it flat when I use it. But I wanted to get another one, preferably black, but they didn't have it because that one is just starting to look janky. And so the only one they had, it came in this big thing. And then it comes with king wrapped in this, which tells you like what section is for what. And so I did wash this when I washed the brushes I got. So they only had the black one. I didn't want to pay full price for this because I think these are like $40. I'm like, no. So when I saw they were available for the sale, I did purchase it. The one that I had previously purchased was the black one. And so I have this one as well. The brushes that I purchased, am I yelling? I purchased 3 of these. These are the F47, and it says multitasker. Multifunctional face brush with a unique angle for foundation, blush, bronzer, and more. So you can use it as you can with any synthetic brush for powders, creams, liquids. And so I'm excited about these. And so, because I was wondering, will these eventually replace my... I have a text message. My Real Techniques ones, but I don't know. But y'all know I'm a brusho. So it says on the back, function, quickly apply foundation, blush or contour, unique feature, recommended uses, blend liquid foundation, contour the cheekbones or buff powder products, coverage medium to full, wash before use. And y'all know I always do wash my brushes before I use them. And every time I see someone in a video that say, oh, I got this new brush, and they open it and use it, I'm like, ugh, like, you don't know what's on that brush. You don't know what's on that brush. And so I got 3 of these. I did already say before some of y'all got here, they did burn off the bumps on my forehead. And so that's what these red marks are. So I'm still not using makeup because my skin is broken from when they burned it off. And it was black from the skin healing, and the scabs came off, so now it's red. So I do have Vaseline on here. They actually poked this million, squeezed it out, and they poked this one and squeezed that out. And I don't know what's going on with my nose, but I've been putting Vaseline from up here on my nose too. So still no makeup. Still not wearing any makeup. They said a few days. I'm not putting makeup on this when my skin is broken. So who knows? So the F43 brush, this is what it looks like. I did wash them already, and I did get 3 of those, as I said. And I'm excited to use these. Y'all know I like angled brushes. And it is very soft, and I have not used it yet. Another thing I don't know what's going on is this red mark over here and this one over here. Like, I don't know what's happening. It's been a few days now. I don't know why that's doing that. But I will put some cream on it. Skin will be extra fresh. Yeah. And so the first 2 days, I didn't even put, I put on my eye serum, but I put it on like over here. And then I just put the Vaseline here. But yesterday, well, actually this morning, I did go back to my full skincare routine. And I did talk to her. Did I mention? I did talk to her about this, but that's a whole nother story. So I got 3 of these. I am excited to use these. They are are they softer than the Real Techniques? They are softer than the Real Techniques, but then I've had the Real Techniques for years. This is one of the newer ones. Is it softer than the Real Techniques? Oh yeah, it's way softer than the Real Techniques. But the Real Techniques ones are still cheaper, especially when Ulta has sales. But for the sale price, I'm like, yeah, let me get 3 of those. The other brush that I purchased, excuse me, and I think I have 2 of these. These are the E21. These are the ones that are perfect for my brows because it is the width of my brow where I have hair. And then when I get the hair, I'll just turn it and use the point. I love these for that. So I got 2 more of these, which makes 4. So I have 2 over here. And I remember when I first got them, I was thinking they're very similar to the Makeup Forever, but they're more narrow than the Makeup Forever ones, and the Makeup Forever is more stubby and they're shorter. But I do like these, and I have 3 of these, which are the Sigma E31, and I just like this just for buffing different places or underneath or whatever. But these I really like for when I'm doing my brows because it is the perfect width for my brow. So I got 2 of these. Actually, I can put them away now since I showed y'all. And there was a gift with purchase, and so the thing is, though, because I have this Vaseline on my forehead, a certain way when the air hits it, it feels like there's something crawling on my face. Like it's a spider or something. So I'll just be like touching my forehead. So they had a gift with purchase. I looked at it. I packaged it back up. And this is that stuff. And y'all know I don't use their makeup. So I'm like, I'm not even sure like what I'm going to do with this stuff. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway or I don't know. So I'm opening this up. So they have everything wrapped in the bubble wrap and inside of this bag. And I did open it just to check the palette that's in here. So this is like this is a whole face. And this was free gift with purchase. This is like, damn. So we're going to open this and take everything out. Of course, something fell. My thick thighs caught it. So what we do have a whole entire face in here. So we have the Sigma Corderosa palette. How many months? 12-month PAO. I still get annoyed when people be like 12 months shelf life. I'm like, it's not shelf life. It's period after opening. But anyway, so this is 12 months. Am I opening it? But you know, it has tape on here. I was wondering like why I couldn't get it open. So that palette is Alexandria. You said you wish you were interested in this one. Should I keep this plastic? That little piece of plastic. Let me stick that on the table. And for me, their shadows are hit or miss. And the few palettes I had, I don't have them anymore. Um, but yeah. So it has this on here, Rosa Sigma. It has a double-sided brush that I'm not even going to touch with my hand. One side is for shading, one side is for blending, and it says, this side says E38, and that says diffuse crease. This side says, and I like that they do that, so if you just want to get just that brush, you can. E54 medium sweeper is what this side says. So we're gonna put that back in here. The rose they have in here is really pretty. So this is what it looks like. I have zero interest in this. It is pretty. It is pretty. Oh, you said you were always interested in this one. Oh, I thought you said you wasn't. So that's why you're selling. If you want to buy it from me, hey, just message me and let me know. Excuse me, because we can definitely do that. Yeah, because I don't have an interest in it. It is really pretty though. Like it is a beautiful color story, if that's the types of colors that you like, which Alexandria does. It is really pretty. So we're gonna put this back on top of it, and we're gonna close it up. Alexandria, do you shop on Macari? And we're going to take that piece of plastic and we're going to put that back on here. Do you ever shop on Macari? Because what I'm thinking is I can list it, like when you're ready to purchase it, I can just list it for like an insanely low price. So basically you just be paying for shipping. Oh, you do? Okay. My email is below and my Instagram is below. So just contact me and let me know. And you shop more than I sell. And then we can work out when to purchase it. Because if I list it now for something low, somebody's going to snatch it. And so we can coordinate. And I did that before with somebody. I said, let me know when you're ready. And, I'll drop the price down. And they snatched it up because I didn't want somebody else to snatch it. And so, yeah, you're welcome. And so I did put the tape back on here. So that's that. And again, they sent the whole face. They really did, except for foundation, which, that's very protective. And a long wear eyeliner pencil. And I'm guessing the shade is black. The shade is called Wicked. I have not... Oh. Y'all see I'm careful not to breathe on it, right? So it seems like you turn it up from the bottom. Every black eyeliner I've ever used has irritated my inner rims. And so I don't know where that's going to go to. If you would like this too, Alexandria, let me know. And we'll just bundle it back up. They also sent a gel eyeliner. Yeah, they sent like a whole face. And this says Wicked Black. I might keep this one. What is the PAO? The PAO, 6 months. Maybe I won't keep it because I have the matte paint pot in black, and I have an Inglot black one. Unless I put this in my kit, but then eventually it's going to end up back in my stash because that's what happened with Inglot. I repurchased them. I decluttered mine. And I repurchased them for my kit, and their PAO was 9 months, and so then they ended up back in my stash again. So, do you just not like the formula? I only had one other palette of theirs, and I decluttered it because of the color story. Hey Grace, I had, what palette was it? The Mermaid palette. The shades, half the shades was trash. I think I had a dud. And I say that because Jennifer, what is her channel? She does stuff here on YouTube. She had the same palette and she loved it. And her granddaughter or somebody else, they loved it as much too. And so she purchased one for them. So they love it. So mine might have been a dud. Like every other shadow in there, I don't know if it was hard paint. It was just crappy. like hard pan, and then other stuff was flaky. And I did have warm neutrals, and I think I won that from somebody. And it was like 3 shades in there that just did not want to work right. And y'all know I want my makeup to work for me. I don't want to work for my makeup. And so I ended up getting rid of it. So for me, their stuff is hit or miss. When they work, it works well, and the ones that didn't. And so I just don't want to, just keep taking that chance. But again, my mermaid was crappy. Jennifer, she loved hers. She loved her. She said all the shadows work good. Da, da, da. So I might have just had a dud. So there's the black eyeliner in here. Do I want to put this? I'm going to keep this for my kit. The conference is this week. And so I will take this with me. And when it reaches 6 months, and it'll just either end up in my stash or I'll just toss it. But it'll probably end up in my stash. So yes, I'll keep that. They have a brow powder duo. Let me back up, because they have a brow pomade and they have the brow powder. So the eyeshadow palette, the pencil liner, the gel eyeliner, the brow pomade. It says this one is dark, is the shade, and the Fine Plus Pose brow pomade in dark. I'm looking for a PAO. I'm not going to use this. I already know that right now. The PAO looks like 6 months. It says the shade is dark, but it's looking kind of like a gray. I know there's a glare, but it's looking like it's a gray. It's not looking black. I'm not going to open it. I don't know what to do with it. And it says the shade is dark. So this is the color of it. So it is looking kind of gray, dusty through the glass. Hey, Grace. I don't know if I spoke to you already or not. Then they have the gel powder. You know what? Maybe I'll put the pomade, but it's dark though. I do work on different complexions. I'm gonna put this in my kit. Maybe I'll use it. I just have to. Yeah, the PAO is 6 months. So I'm hoping to be busy this weekend at the conference. So this is the brow. It says Color Plus Shape Brow Powder Duo. 12-month PAO. This is cute. Cute little packaging. Oh, it had a Sigma plastic paper thing in here. So this is what it looks like. Why is it? Whose brows are that color? To me, both of these look dusty. It says the color is dark. It does look darker in person. The lights are washing it out, but it's looking dusty. I don't even use brow powders. This is looking dusty in person. If you want this Alexandria, let me know. I'll just toss it in there. But it does not look like it's for if you have very light hair. They also have a cream blush in here. So the eyeshadow palette, the eyeliner, pencil, the gel eyeliner, the brow pomade, the brow powder, and they have a cream blush, and there's a lip gloss. So maybe a liquid lipstick. It's liquid lipstick, it says. So they have a whole face in here. This shade is Nearly Wild. I did have one of theirs from before. I want to say Grace has sent it to me, question mark. PAO is 12 months. I did like it. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm going to keep this. I don't need it though. I got so many cream products. This is pretty. I'm going to put this in my kit. That's a pretty shade. Okay. That's the only thing I've been like, ooh. You know what? I'm not going to put this in my kit. You know why? Because I have a bunch of those Makeup Forever palettes in my kit. Damn it. And I have the cream curve case that Janessa sent me, plus the liquid blushes that she sent me. So it's like, I don't even need this for me. Alexandra, when you message me, just let me know, like, if you want that too. Because I do remember liking their liquid lipsticks. This shade is This is the only thing that didn't come in the box. And I cannot read that. I don't know what shade this is. But it looks like just a regular neutral shade that almost anybody could wear. It does look very similar to my natural lip color. So this would be a nude for me. Excuse me, I'm trying to get the glares off. So just when you message me at Alexandria, just let me know, because the only thing that I plan on keeping is the eyeliner gel. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of which eyeliner gel is in my kit. And I'm going to keep the brow pomade, but all of this other stuff is a no for me, dog. So we put in here the pencil liner, the brow powder, the cream blush, and the liquid lipstick. So that's just going to stay in here just like this. And when I hear from Alexandria, whatever she doesn't want, I'll figure that out another time. And so we're going to put this back in the bag that it was in. And then I'll show you the prosthetics that I got. So that was the Sigma stuff. MAC has 3, 4, 5. Okay, but take your time though, because it's okay. And I'll be leaving Wednesday. And so, yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. MAC has 5 new lip glazer lip pencils, and those are the shiny ones. And so I was going to order them online. It wouldn't take my discount code. So I went in the store today. She's like, oh, well, they're new, so it won't show up. And I said, well, it was something before online. It didn't show the discount. I came into the store. It did the discount. And she was like, well, you know, they probably won't show up. She's like, I'll scan it to be sure. Guess what? The discount showed up. And so, and so I got 3 of the 5 new shades, because what I was thinking is like I do now with the lip glazers that I have, line and fill in, and then put the gloss on top. I mean, not the lip oil on top. And so it just helps it just stay a little bit longer, and it gives it a little bit more color, because some of these that I have, this is nothing on me. This is clear on me. That's not what this is. But this is clear on me. This is just a little tiny hint of shine because it's pink and iridescent. But so that was my thought behind that. I went into Sephora today because I'm still trying to figure this out right here, because it looks good until I powder down, and then it's like, what happened with all the work you did? And so I was looking online on Sephora at their Natasha, like her her color correctors and stuff like that, because I have 3,300 points, and you can redeem 2,500 points for a $100 gift card. And so the only thing though is when you use that gift card, there's no exchanges and no refunds, and so I need to know that what I get is going to work. So what she gave me was, and so I did try stuff on in the store. One side looked really nice, and I said, but the thing is when I powder down, it looks like I didn't do anything. But she gave me a sample of the foundation, actually 2 samples of foundation, because she, did the machine thing. And this is NY11, which is the color of the concealer I use. I told her that works really good for under my eye, but it does nothing for this. But so she gave me a sample of the foundation. I'm not interested in the Natasha foundation. The previous one, it made my face itch, but I'm like, you know what, I'll take it. And it also gave the shade NP10. And so I'm looking at these. I can see why this one is my shade, but this one is looking ashy. And so NY is like neutral yellow, and NP, I believe, is neutral pink or neutral peach. But even looking at it, it's like, that looks like it would be ashy on me. But I said I'll try it, because maybe I need to use the same concealer as I do, or the same corrector as I do the foundation, because some stuff only works well with itself. I don't know. So the color corrector that I tried in the store is C4. Oh, you know what? That's my second cousin's cheerleading team. C4. And it did look nice. And then I put the concealer on. It was even. And then when I blended it out, I looked at her, I said, you see what I'm saying, right? She was like, yeah. So it's just weird. Like, I don't know, like, what happens. And I told her when I powder down, I don't swipe or anything. I'm just, like, patting with a loose brush. So, like, I don't understand, like, why it looks so good until I powder down. Because then it's just like... But anyway, so I'm going to try those. So, the prosthetics that I purchased, because I was on this journey to find those, it's called Botoxic lips. I was on a journey at those. So I went to this Spirit Halloween on my way home. Where I live in Delaware, it's like all roads go to this place. And so so it was just like taking, the scenic route home. So it wasn't out the way, it was just a different way home. And so down from the hospital on that main highway, I think it was like 15 minutes down, and I went to that Spirit Halloween before. There was a Spirit Halloween store, and they didn't have them, and she didn't know what I was talking about. And I said, well, a friend of mine has sent me a reel from Instagram. She's like, oh, can I look at it? So I'm showing it to her. She says, oh, I know exactly what you mean. They didn't have any. She called another store. They had one, so the lady held it for me. And that one stay on the same road, and then it curves, and it's like right here. And it's actually like 10 minutes from my house. And so it wasn't out the way at all. It was just a different way coming home. But leaving the hospital, straight down, stop at a store, stay on that same road, and then it curves. It's a store right there. Go down 2 more lights, turn, and then I live right there. So it's just like 10 different ways to get to where I live. It's like crazy. But this is what the Botoxic lips is what it's called look like. And it says deluxe quality prosthetics created by Hollywood makeup artists. The one on Amazon, of course, doesn't have the Spirit name on it. It's some other brand. I think it said Tilly Cosmetics. And they have a website and they have a store on Amazon. But it's the same. This is the same exact thing. And it's the same exact picture. The same exact name. But they just have their company's name up here. This says Tinsley. You know what? Is the website Tinsley? I think that is the website. And so these are what the Botoxic lips look like. And you put it on and just put a wet paper towel, like the, what is it? Like the Phasits. You take it off the paper, you put the plastic part on, or you put it backwards or some kind of something. And then you just hold the wet paper towel to it and take it off and it sticks. I'm like, that is super easy. So we have that. And I purchased 2, 1. Are these also what I got from Amazon? These 3 are the things I got from Amazon. Did I purchase something else from Amazon? And the only thing with purchasing a bunch of stuff is on me, I can probably reuse them, but on someone else, no. And so that's why I didn't want to spend a lot of money on stuff. So the stuff I got, the Botoxic lips were $15. Everything else was like $9 or $7. So from Amazon, even though I got the larger pair of horns from Spirit Halloween store, I got these 2 little horns. They're really tiny. I mean, not that tiny, but these are 2 horns. And they show you what they look like on the person. So I got these from Amazon. These were also from Amazon. The reviews were mixed, but and it's black eyes. The complaint was you can see your eye through it, but I got those black contact lenses, which just makes my eyes look darker. And so this is what they look like. And there are 2 in here, and as you can tell, it is a mesh over the eye so you can still see. And I also purchased an eye gash where it's just 1, and again you can see through it. I would wear my black contact lenses, and so I thought, this would be like really cool. Put this on, and y'all know I love working with bloods, and so it'll be fun, like coloring it to my complexion, like where the seams are, and then using the blood and all of that and making a black eye on the other side or something. So this is from Amazon, and these are from Spirit Halloween store. I forgot I had this much stuff. They do a 10% military discount if any of you shop there. I bought 2 of these. This is a set, it is folded. It's one piece that goes across. So there's one here, and then it's attached to the other eye. They just have it folded. You can see the fold right here. And so I got two of these because I do want to play with these, but then I do want to use these on someone else as well. So that's why I got two. And these were $9.99 a piece. I know. I'm excited for the lips too. They do. And the reel that a friend has sent me on Instagram, dead ass. I'm like, that look like the lips that some of them Kardashians have. Because they were just like, I was like, oh my God, why do they look like the Kardashians? And so, and I do think they're reusable, but they would just have to be clean. But since you only use water for it to stick on, like it's really like no glue or anything to have to clean off. I feel like I'm yelling. So I did get two pair of these because I do want to use one for me, and I am thinking I want to do one on someone else. And I do have one person lined up that said they will let me, play with their face. So yeah, I got two of those. I think I got two of something else. I did. I got two of these. These were $9.99. These were $9.99. I almost didn't get them because y'all know I know how to make a scar. Either with latex and tissue, or with scar wax, or sin wax, or model wax, or modeling putty wax. And so I know how to do scars. But I thought, you know what? This will be really easy. So I got two. I don't know if I would use one on me, because I probably would just to see how it works. I'll use one for me. And so what it is 5 scars. So you have a long one, short, long, and then short. So it's just like something scratched you. That's 3 fingers. Yeah, like something just clawed you on the side of your face. And so I thought these were really interesting. Yeah, so I'm excited about these. Because looking at how it looks, I'm like, that's nice. And I still would have to paint it to make sure it blends in with my complexion, and then, do bloods if I want to put bloods in it, which I would, because the coloring of these is really just plain and basic, and it's flat. Whereas when I add one of different bloods, it gives it like a 3-dimensional type look, and then, some of the bloods continue to drip. So it is more realistic than just sticking this on and then that's it. And so I am excited about those. What else? We got 2 more things, y'all. So this is going to be a short one tonight. I am tired. Like, you know what? I'm talking too much. I'm talking too fast. So I got these to try. These small pointed ears. And these were $6.99. So that helped. And the only reason I got these, and they do have bigger ones, and then they have some that you just hook around your ear. Those I didn't like because you can see, like, okay, you can see here's my ear and then here's the prosthetic. Like, there's no way to blend it in because it's just a piece that you put right here. I'm like, no. This actually covers the ear. So if you look at the picture, trying to get the glares off, it covers your entire ear. And so I want to play around with, putting it on and seeing what it looks like, just to practice, because I haven't done any prosthetics where you put it around your ear. The closest I came was the bald cap, but I did just want to try these, and so I'm glad they were only $6.99. But I just want to practice, and so if somebody does say, "Oh, hey, I purchased these elf ears, I want to pay you to come put them on or whatever," at least I can be like, "Okay, I've done it. I'm comfortable doing it," that type of thing. And so I would still paint them as well, because that's just really plain. And for her, it looks like they might have painted them, or it's Photoshop or something, because her ears don't look that color. But you see what I'm saying? So it does blend in, but you can see, now that I'm looking at it, like the top of her ear right here, you can see the piece. But these are one of those things where you just put it on the best you can and make it look as seamless as possible. Because when you're putting something on, and then there might be a gap or something, or if it's too small or too large, and so it's just a process. This is what I'm saying. But I at least wanted to play around with putting something on the ears, because a lot of people At one of the events I went to, I volunteered the other night as a dungeon monitor. And the theme, a lot of people were dressed up, they had costumes on, they had ears on, and they had, all that other stuff. So I'm like, I just want to at least play with it. This is the last thing. I almost didn't get it, but the picture looks so fucking cool. But I'm like, it would take work to do that. This was $9.99. So what this is a gash, like all across her neck. And so it's folded up. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Because I just want to see, is it really that cool? And so, no, it's not. No, it's not. Which way does it go? It looks like, I don't get the picture. I'm trying to look at this picture. It's looking like, yeah, this is the piece, y'all. I know. Okay, it's looking like these three are down here, which would make sense because that's your vocal cords. And so this would go on, and of course you paint the edges. Paint the edges, blend it in, and also paint the tan part so it'll look like my complexion. And then of course add bloods and stuff in here. That would be interesting because me doing this on myself, even looking in the mirror here, yeah, there's a lot of blood that they use because this does look like really gnarly. That looks really gnarly in that picture up here. So we'll see, and we'll do that in the live one day or not. I don't know. Whatever the members say, I'll be asking the members. Does this stay on? Because like if you're bending your neck, okay, this is going to be interesting. And you don't want to put it down here because it's supposed to be your neck. So then when you bend your neck, like this piece is popping. And I would have to use like spirit gum or some other type of adhesive. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to go wash my neck. I don't know. We're going to try it, though. It'll be something fun to do. So that is it. That is it for today. That's it. So my two little hauls from Sigma and their gifts with purchase. That was a really nice gift with purchase because there was a lot of stuff in there. So I'm like, are they just trying to get rid of stuff? Like, how old is this stuff that they're like? Why would you put like a whole face in there? But anyway, we're gonna go. We do have a live schedule tomorrow. I don't remember what it is. I don't know. But we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as tonight. Well, actually, on time tomorrow night. I know I was late today. But that'll be it. And so thank you y'all for being here. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, Janet, them lips is crazy. Janet, I'm gonna send you the thing on Instagram so you can see what it was that the person that sent me. It was it was hysterical. But I do think there'll be a lot of fun. And so yeah, so we're gonna go. Make sure you thumbs up. If anybody here is watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Consider joining the channel membership. They have some really cool perks. And y'all will see me tomorrow night. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Bruce. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. So thank you. You'll see me tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.